What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kendra J, the Melanated Motivator. I am here to tell you guys, if your life got harder, congrats. You leveling up. I know you're like, girl, what? Shut up. But hear me out. Even as we make progress, right? We still need to remain disciplined, okay? And consistent. Because that's what's going to keep us from backtracking and self-sabotaging the way we have. Because look, y'all made me fumble on my words because for a moment, I thought y'all thought I wasn't going to include myself. Yes, we have all backtracked, backslid, however you want to say it, and self-sabotaged ourselves out of our success, out of our growth, out of our elevation, out of our shine, okay? Humble me not. Humble me not, okay? Because she's here, you know? Our success, as it is happening, or while it's happening, before it happens, whatever you envisioned, stay focused on that. Keep reminding yourself of that, okay? It's time you recognize that your light is going to irritate a lot of unhealed people, okay? As you evolve, the magnetic currency of who the fuck you are and whose you are is going to radiate something crazy. Do you hear me? And that's okay. That's okay. I know it gets frustrating because reciprocation is on a decline. These motherfuckers got all the audacity, but no reciprocity. Make it make sense. It is giving government on steroids, okay? It's getting politics, like lies. That's what it's sounding like. What we need to do is we gotta stop arguing with people, okay? If they say one thing and do another, cool. If they say they this way and act this way, cool. What did Maya Angelou say? When people show you who they are, believe them. Like, what y'all be needing? 1, 2, 3, 4 red flags? Like, somebody call Dr. Seuss, because do we need hooked on phonics? Stop wasting your energy on one-sided relationships. I don't care who is on the other end. Yeah. Your mama keep fighting with you, and you feel like, but that's my mama. 2 Timothy, baby. Move on from that. Your daddy don't call you. Don't hit you up. Don't have a concern. Lived his whole life not raising you a lick. Cool. Don't let that be what it is. And for those of you who have the opposite of these scenarios and examples that I'm giving, perfect. But you can relate to this somehow, some way. Just replace it with something that's going on in yours. The fact of the matter is, arguing with people unnecessarily and wasting your energy on some shit that ain't gonna come back to you, you shouldn't worry about. Because ultimately, you shouldn't be putting out nothing you can't afford to lose any fucking way. If you can't afford to lose it, you cannot extend it out. And that goes for everything. Currency is not all. Your energy, too. Because when we don't know what we're getting replenished from, or when the replenishment will come, we got to do what is called self-preservation, okay? Preserve your shits for you. For you. I mean, why not? Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense to me. Why I'm going to keep giving, and never receiving? Or the receiving line is long. Y'all remember when your grandma used to have a house phone in the house and you can walk from the front in the living room, look through the windows, and walk all the way back to the kitchen where she used to leave the back door open there when she cooked? Yeah. It should not be that long. Remember, I've told y'all, checks and balances. And stop signing up for shit you know you don't want to partake in. If you don't want to do it, then why you saying yes when you should be saying no thank you? No thank you. Don't let people dictate or prioritize your time either. That is annoying. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. And no, do not make sense of it to me because I don't want to understand. I rebuke that. Moving on. Stop accepting and excusing toxic ass behavior all because you feel like that's easier than having to tell people what's up and shit change for the better or for the worse. But that unknown, that piece of fact that you can't control is prohibiting you from releasing yourself. Whew. That's tough right there. That's tough. That's a hell of a decision to make. To continue long suffering. All to keep the peace. I want you to ask yourself though. On behalf of whose benefit? Who reaps the benefit of that? And don't give me this fictitious response. I want you to really, really, really think about who you saving or uplifting. Who got you them in your life? You know the answer. I need you to figure that out and get that shit together. Because it's a hell no. It's a hell no. You know why? Because y'all need to stop allowing dysfunctional ass people to steal your joy. Yeah. Why you doing that? And when I say dysfunctional, I'm talking about people who always got some advice to give, but they shit is on stink. I mean, the shit level is stinker. Bomb. Out of here. Over. No. Always got a helping tongue. They always got a helping tongue to offer you some unsolicited shit that don't even benefit them, clearly. And I can't stand a motherfucker who don't practice what they preach. Fraud. Hypocrite. Menace to fucking society. Because who are you helping? You giving me all the ideas that you said, but you ain't tried them. Where is the evidence base? I need the stats. Come on now. Y'all know I'm a social worker. Y'all know I do therapy for a living. I'm gonna need some receipts. Research. Like, I'm gonna need that. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way. Because that goes for doctors too. I never could have an obese, overweight, fat, out of shape, skin, blotchy, messed up. And this ain't me judging. This me keeping it real. Them type of doctors I never could take serious. And no shade, no disrespect. It's not that your degree and level of education is not respected, because it is. Kudos to you. But it's the practicing what you preach part that lags for me. Because if you fat and I'm fat and I want to become unfat, why and how can I listen to you? And don't say, oh, well, maybe I don't want to be fat. Maybe I don't want to be skinny. Maybe I don't want to be this. I don't want to be that. Because they like being fat, right? Okay. But what about the health and nutrition part? The well-being? Because I just seen you huff and puff your ass into this room to check me about some shit that you going through. I think the fuck not. And I rebuke that because I'm not going through that. But I'm just using it as an example. Like, I need to see 10s across the board. And I'm not saying you have to be perfect in what you do. I'm saying that you need to be beyond what the fuck you telling me. I need you to be over there and you back there. And in retrospect, you can't allow people to be upset because you have surpassed them in life too. Because this goes both ways. People you fuck with and people that fuck with you. Know which one you dealing with in your life. We have people that fuck with us and people that we fuck with. Meaning, they rock with you hard, but you might not rock with them hard. Or you rock with them hard, but they might not rock with you hard. Okay? Sometimes our perceptions and other people's perceptions be a little off. And it don't be adding up. The math don't be mathing the way we be wanting it to. But it's because it's unaligned. It's unbalanced. Okay? So, let's work on that. We're going to work on that. The other thing that I want y'all to do is to stop trying to fix people. Okay? First of all, let me tell y'all something that I figured out. Because I've been doing this mental health, mental illness, situation, behavioral health, residential. Like, I've been doing this for some years. And I had to quickly learn. And what people would say, oh, well, that ain't true. You can't think like that. Man, your nose on your face. Because I'm talking about my experience. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, don't fucking agree. This ain't about you agreeing with me, okay? This is about me saying what the fuck I said. And that's that on that, period. Now, like I said, stop trying to fix people because boom, 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 fireworks. Okay? Everybody don't want to be helped. I know, your mouth dropped, mine too. It sounds crazy, right? But they don't. Some people love to wallow in their sorrows. I see it all the time. I had to ask one of my clients, do you like feeling like this? Do you like this state of mind? Do you enjoy complaining about what you're complaining about? Okay? Because I'm out here diagnosing shit. Even if I have to make up the word myself. Something is not correlating here. Okay? There's an imbalance. And, we just need to figure out what is going on to make sure that you are properly, diagnosed and treated. We may have to do some updates, but that's okay. We're going to figure it out, right? Right. Everybody don't want to be helped. As a therapist, that is hard. Hell, as a social worker, that's hard. Because my approach is always positive, strength-based. But I'm raw, I'm blunt, and what you see is what you fucking get. I'm going to give it to you cold cuts, okay? And the only way you gonna heat this motherfucker up is through the microwave, okay? So that means it's still gonna be hot, okay? It's gonna be a hot-ass temperament while I lay out what I need to lay out. Usually. That's how I feel about it. But you gotta listen and pay attention to the fact that some people enjoy the attention or results towards them complaining and acting a certain way. So I be having to figure it out. I be having to figure it out. And what I concluded is, let them people do what they're gonna do. You can advise a person of how you experienced something and got through it, you know. You can talk about different scenarios and how outcomes will benefit and not benefit. But ultimately, what you cannot do is tell a motherfucker what to do. And you shouldn't. That is unnecessary energy. Because people gonna do what they want to do regardless. I'm here to tell you. You have done it. I don't gotta tell you. I don't gotta tell you. So stop trying to fix people. It's exhausting for you and the fixie. Leave people alone. People gotta learn. People gotta learn. Because let me tell you, even if you help a person, sometimes that itch of self-reassurance be fucking tearing people up. Parents be like, well, I did everything, so you ain't have to. Don't touch the stove, it's hot. And you got people who gonna put their hand on that motherfucker till it sizzle. Just to see you in pain. And then you just got people who genuinely cannot get past if their outcome would have been different from yours. They hoping for the best, but sometimes it's for the worst. And boom. There you go. A lesson unlearned is a mistake repeated. Remember that. Okay. Moving forward. Stop limiting yourself. Do not hold yourself to limits. First of all, it's exhausting. And second of all, it's such a belittlement from yourself. Why would you limit yourself? People like, we can't fly. But I bet you somebody tried it. Perfect the research. And here we go. Airplanes. Damn near close. Parasailing. What? How you sailing in the air? Like, be innovative. No limits. And stop disrespecting your boundaries. Like, not holding yourself to limits is a boundary that you created for yourself, but you keep doing it, so you disrespecting your set boundaries. Stop doing that. Self-explanatory. Stop pretending to be happy when you are hurting. Whew. Let's sit in that for a moment. Stop telling people you can't feel your emotions. Be your emotions. Live your emotions. What you need to do is tell people you cannot save me from this feeling. I need to feel this. I need to embrace this. Hone it. Get into them feelings and feel. Stop running from it and deflecting. And stop allowing people to help you do that. You wouldn't have to pretend to be happy if you would heal that hurt. And a lot of y'all don't realize that a lot of y'all pain come from letting shit slide. It's you that let people ice skate on you, not them. People can't do no more to you than you let them. So the conversation to be had is with self. Why the fuck you keep letting people play you? I told y'all last podcast episode, people don't gotta play you because you play yourself more. Every time you neglect any aspect of self, you plague yourself. Healthily. I ain't talking about no pervert shit. Because I know how y'all like to twist people's words around. I don't know why that just came to my mind, but some told me to clarify. Okay? I don't know who listening, but some told me to clarify. All praises. Stop silencing your voice and not naming your needs up front. When somebody say, what you need? What's wrong? And you, nothing. Bitch, if you don't list the pamphlet, okay? Run it down. Start with one. However much that you need to put. Why are we being meek? And where we supposed to have comfort, security, protection. Like, help me understand. Closed mouths don't get fed. Y'all heard that before. It's true. And most importantly, with a lot of us, and I had to learn this very hard. Stop overthinking and weaponizing your past. Whatever that looked like. Whatever the past was, stop thinking about it. Stop comparing. And stop using it against yourself. It is what it is. Stop looking back in the past because ain't shit there to help you. Nothing. Like, what you think? What you think you finna get? Besides the definition of insanity, you gonna keep repeating some shit? Repetition for what? What's the lesson there? That's what I want you to think about. What's the lesson in doing what the fuck I keep doing? What is it? What's the lesson behind me overthinking and weaponizing my past? To hurt somebody else? See, that's where you fucked up at anyway. Yeah. Worry about your reality and stop focusing on others. And when you can stop focusing on others, you can also stop holding on to people you've outgrown. Okay? Everybody were meant to be for the long haul. Some people were just seasons. Some people just for a lesson, for you to learn something real quick. It's okay to say we grew apart. It's okay to say we just don't talk no more. We lost touch. Y'all ain't gotta be beefing. Y'all just outgrew each other on different things. And yeah, somebody might have been a little more to blame than another, but it don't even matter. It is what it is. It is what it is. You can't keep going along with shit to get along. Okay? Don't keep going along with it to get along. Sometimes you got to be by yourself. Sometimes it's necessary to block out all the noise. If you can't enjoy your own company, then you need to figure out what you did to you and fix it. Because some of us be tussling with ourselves a lot more than we tussle with other people. And that's because you haven't forgiven yourself for not being able to protect yourself in those moments. Or it's possible that ooh, somebody listen, this you. It's possible that you also struggle with not showing up for yourself sooner than you had. Whew. Let that go. Because the fact of the matter is that you showed up. You showed up. Let all that hurt and pain go. Let it go. Start being grateful for where you are, where you've been, the process, the lessons learned. And stop comparing yourself to others' journeys. I feel like I've told y'all that before, but something is telling me that y'all needed to hear that again. And for you social media influencers and whatnot, stop abandoning who you are for likes and views and subscribers. As I get on this journey, this is one thing that has really resonated with me for myself. Like, I had to tell myself, this is fun, this is lovely, but this ain't real. You know how many people know how many people that they mess with out of the millions of followers, views, likes that they might have? For most people, that shit is under 100. You ain't got to compromise who you are for everybody else. Wait your turn. And however your turn is to be received by you, it's going to be what it's going to be. But don't let it be in selling yourself to be known for mediocrity. Be true to you. As somebody who has been doing her thing on her own in college since 17, married at 20, you know, this has been a long journey, and it's still going. It's many lifetimes to come. And it never got sad thinking about the external validation and support that I was waiting for so long, and so many people at so many points of time. And I'm just letting y'all know, stop waiting for external validation and support. Go within, and you'll never be without. That is the truest statement that I think I can really attest for. Go within and you will never be without. And it's my husband who taught me that. One of the most purest souls I know. One day I'm going to get him to come on here and talk and have y'all in y'all fifis. He's a master of words. I'm trying to tell you. I think that'll be a great idea. I'm going to try to convince him. But learning that and going within has helped me to understand that I don't need that extra validation and support. You don't want to make people give you something they don't want to give you genuinely anyway. Okay? Because you can't stop you can't stop people from being committed to who they want to stay being. You can't make people change. And you got to stop trying. People ain't going to change for your benefit. They can say they will all they want, but they won't. They going to change for the betterment of y'all together. Don't lose sight of the fact that how it benefits them most is top tier. That's how it should be. Just because you're in a relationship don't mean you leave yourself out. Y'all are still individuals. So you gotta take care of you, home, and them all together. It's a cycle. Because ultimately, if you don't, half-ass efforts will produce half-ass results. Yeah. You can't do half the work and expect all of the reward. It don't work like that. Like, get your head out your ass. It don't work like that. You gotta go all in when you are really looking to make changes and grow. All in or nothing at all. There's no in between. There's no gray area. It is merely black and white. Say these affirmations with me. Number 1, I am allowed to outgrow people. Okay? And I am allowed to grow within myself. Number 2, I am allowed to outgrow habits. Okay? People change daily. I am not the same person that you knew way back when, okay? If you don't know me today, motherfucker, you don't know me. Period. If you don't know me today, you don't know me. If you ain't talked to me in 5 to 10 business days, you don't know me. Okay? Number 3, I am allowed to outgrow different versions of myself that no longer serve me purpose. You can call me fake. You can call me phony. But don't forget to call me that bitch too. Purr. Because I'm in my bag. I'm doing my shit. Self-made, self-paid. Like, can't nobody take credit besides the Most High God himself on this work that's been put in, baby. This all me. This is not to discredit my sources of wisdom and upbringing. But baby, I did the work. Okay? Don't put yourself down when you did the work. And you doing the work. This elevation is by design. This growth, baby, I grew me. Don't play with her. Humble me not. Okay? Humble me not. And I stand on that. I stand on that. Because working on yourself is a matter of life and fucking death. Okay? The amount of rebirths that you go through in this process, baby, you don't even understand. You have to make the concrete decision to stop choosing to struggle and choose to live. Live. There comes a point where you have to stop asking and start commanding better for and from yourself. You can't just keep getting up talking about, oh, well, I'm going to start over Monday. Or I'm going to have this last little bad meal and then that's it. Or I'm going to do fasting or water only. No meat, vegan, vegetarian. All these gimmicks and gadgets. I'm doing Noom. I'm doing whatever. When you gonna stop bullshitting and command better from yourself? That's what I had to tell myself. These are conversations that I have with myself. I'm letting y'all into my mind, into my head, seeing what really go on. I have a lot of conversations with self, and you can't never call me crazy. Okay? And these are things that I come up with, and I just be like, why are you asking? Remember I told y'all to become one with ego. Ego is up here, honey. Ego sees. She's like, yes, I'm in the room. Black rich girl vibes. Don't play with me. She's here. She's arrived. She's not leaving. Okay? Press conference. That's ego. Where you just like, well, you know, I get to it when I get to it. I'm going to keep trying. Ego like, bitch, let's go. So I'm at a point where I'm merging with her. And I'm like, fuck it, let's get it. Patty Betty on my shoulder like, let's make these motherfuckers choke. Let's show them what time it is. Because you got to have a little bit of that. Let me shit on people and then show them what's up. I've been gone for a minute. Now I'm back with the jump off. On some of that time. The time is now. Command it. You know how like they be saying speak it into existence? Yes. Ask and ye shall receive. Ain't that what the scriptures say? Period. It's time to cancel out all that trauma that's been trapped and passed down through DNA, holding you back from greatness. Release all that. You ain't got to be like everybody else. You ain't got to go through what everybody else went through. That is not your ministry. We got to stop trying to take on other shit from family. Well, you know, so-and-so was like this, that, and the third. So you probably gonna... Bitch, don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. So-and-so was whatever so-and-so was doing. Hey. Comparisons are the thieves of joy. You ain't gonna put that on me. You ain't gonna put that on me. Okay? You gotta start activating and cultivating your destiny and your purpose right now. Today. Now. In this moment. Get you a journal, something. And put it into writing. Spell it out. Put that work in. For those who get it. For those who don't, yeah. Be more consistent with your process. Believe in your destiny and your purpose as well. Because you can say it, but if you don't believe it and speak it together, it ain't gonna work. Change your frequencies and the things you feed yourself daily. The things you watch, the things you eat, the things you speak, the things you think, the things you hear. Okay? Stop letting people get so comfortable with telling you shit too. I had to look. People who be getting a lot of trauma, involved with a lot of trauma, let that shit be known. Don't be telling me nothing. I don't want to hear. I don't want to carry that weight, especially as an empath. You are so sensitive to frequencies and the things that people put out. Oh, you need to be in a bubble. We need two bubbles, please. Yeah. Thank you. Wrapped up in saran wrap. Protect it, okay? Protect it because it's a lot. It's a lot. And when it's a lot, it becomes overwhelming It becomes overbearing. It's exhausting. You don't have enough for yourself. You damn sure ain't got no more for others. It's too much. I want y'all to be aware that your growth scares people whose sense of security depends on your stagnation. You standing in the hood, not doing nothing for yourself, always there for family, Captain Saver nigga. You think that's how? You think that's not by design? Nobody ain't said, yeah, go ahead and go to school. Go ahead and get that job. Go ahead and start your career. Go ahead and get your business. Go ahead and start your family. Go ahead and move across the fucking country. You think it's not by design that they not telling you that? See, but you hoping they do so you can get that. But then I already tell you stop seeking external support and validation. You holding yourself back by not being great. Your greatest. Because being in that moment don't mean you're not great. But you stuck like Chuck. For why? This is gonna be fun. For why? With family. To be by family. To be sad, miserable. Drinking, smoking, kicking me in the hood all the time. No tea, no shade. But that's what we was doing before, we embarked on a journey that we embarked on. So I'm speaking from experience. Entertaining everybody, always being available for everybody. Everybody can call you, depend on you, load they shit off on you. To be that person, you gonna not grow to keep them secure in your bullshit. Make that make sense. No, I don't. Because I don't unsubscribe from that. Because I don't subscribe to that. You need to starve out your distractions and feed your focus. That's it. That's all. Remember, you ain't got no more for nobody else. You got to give it all to you. It's time. And remember to be in the now. Because everything else is last week's problem. Until next time, bye.